Welcome to my channel, welcome to my YouTube channel, 46 Design Shop. My name is Jos, and I will rebuild this Volkswagen Passat from 73, almost 50 years old, and we will make this into a sleeper. I'm new on the channel, I'm new on YouTube. I never make a film in my life and never be in front of the camera. Everything is new for me, a little bit awkward, but it will be okay. In this channel we will build a sleeper from this Volkswagen Passat. A sleeper is, for the people who don't know what a sleeper is a car that is from the outside almost original, and from the inside everything is new. Big engine, a lot of power, and that's what I love. I love these lines. It is a coupe. There's a 2 doors, and we'll make it something nice of it. I'll be sure about it. This will be combined or married with a driveline and the engine from a Subaru, sitting down here, from a Subaru 2-liter engine, turbo engine. It's an AG205 and 4-wheel drive, and we will use everything of the Subaru. The shell will be Volkswagen Passat, a TS, a Coupe, but underneath everything will be from a Subaru 2-liter engine. This car from 73, these parts from the Subaru I think are for 2001, 2002. This will be a challenge, because I never in my life built cars. I never work on cars. I am working in construction. I am a carpenter, and this is my workshop. On this end you will see later that I have 2 bikes. I love building bikes, like street fighters, cafe races, and on the back I have a little wood workshop. I make tables, kitchens, and etc. This is my shop. My shop is about, I think, 80-90 square meters. Down here, and upstairs I have the same. Upstairs I have a lot of parts laying there, from the bike, from the car, from the Subaru, because otherwise it will be a big mess in here. I don't have a lot of tools. I have a lathe over here. I think we call it a lathe. I have a welder, a TIG welder, and a CO2 welder. An English wheel I have over there, and I have some woodwork machines. That's it. I think with a grinder, with a welder, and with your hands and your creativity, you can do a lot. Maybe you can hear it. I think you can hear it. I'm not English. I'm born in Spain, and I live almost all my life in Holland. My English is not perfect, and I don't know every word in English. But I will try to do it in English, because I think I have more reach than if I do it in Dutch or in Spanish. But if you out there want to do something in Spanish, for me it's no problem. Dutch, every Dutch guy and girl speak English, there's no problem. I will give you a little tour around the shop, and then you can see my bikes. And if you like, maybe one day we can make also an episode of 2 episodes or 3 episodes of the bikes, and that I'm building the bikes, and then after that you will see the little woodwork area I have there, and then go back to the car. Going to the bike. Okay, these are the 2 bikes I'm building right now. I have another bike over there, but this I did nothing about it yet. This is a Kawasaki. It's an LTD 454 from early 80s, I think. I did a lot of work on this. It's a 2-cylinder engine. It's a small bike, but I love it. It will be a nice bike. I make the saws, the subframes, the electronics, everything I changed. It is a belt drive bike. It's a nice bike, nice little bike. It's almost ready, this bike. The only thing I have to do is weld the rear shock in it and maybe make a front fender, but I don't know if I want to do that. And then this bike is finished for power paint and powder coating of the frame and every other thing. On that side, there's a BMW and a K75, I think from the early 90s. I did a lot of work there because I don't like how the stand is of the BMW. Dus on the front end I cut about 10 centimeters off so that the bike is going down at the front. I changed the subframe, I'm building now that. I changed the rear shock, but this is a challenge. The electronics is a lot of work. I have to make exhaust. That will be a nice project. Yeah, that is my big hobby. I do this for a few years now, building bike for myself and for other people. And I love doing this work. But it's not my daily work. I do this in the evenings and the weekends. Yeah, I love bikes. I don't ride as much as in the past, but yeah, I love to build bikes, to be in the workshop, to be creative, and to make nice things. You see there the two doors. Come later on there, there are new doors, original doors for the Volkswagen Passat. Yeah, you can see a little bit of my area now. And now I return the camera and then you can see my little workshop for the woods. Okay guys, this is my space for wood. It's too small because when I bought the car, I have this car now for 2-3 weeks I think. I have to put everything in here to get the car in, to have some space on the back. I'm building most of the time, and on daytime I work like lines. In the evening and weekends I do this. This I'm building now is an oak, a big table of oak, a heavy table. There's an oval, and then I have laid down a lot of oak. I have to make doors for kitchen, for doors for the real door. Dus yeah, I have a lot of work in woodwork. And I don't have a lot of machines. I have a planer there, and the saw is where the camera is standing on now. But yeah, I think always you don't need fancy tools to make nice things. That's my thought. Yeah, we'll go turn around the camera and we go to the car. I will show you something of the car. And, oh yeah, another thing. 46 design shop. Why 46? You can see it there. 46, of course, Valentino Rossi, the GOAT. For me, the best motorbike pilot in history. Bigger than Mark Marquez or whatever, of Lorenzo, I don't know. It is Valentino Rossi. That's why 46 design shop. Design shop, I have to put a name on it. But the 46 is the most important. And that flag, and more flags. I will hang all the flags I have on here to make it some nice. And the other flag is from a country, País Vasco, in Spain. Born there. That's that flag, and then you know. Oh, we go to with the car. Okay, the car. Like I told you earlier, Volkswagen Passat. The 1973, the first model, the B1. Coupe. So you have this different. You have the 2-door, you have the 4-door, you have the hatchback. You have a lot of models. Because of the age, I'm almost 50 years old, you don't see these cars a lot anymore. I bought this car like this, with a hood, the hood is laying there, and with a lot of pieces. I didn't buy the engine because it was I think a 4-line engine, 1600cc I think, about 60 horsepower. That's too less. But I have the interior, and that's it I think. I don't have a lot of parts for this. I have the shell and the 2 doors. But the most important for me is I don't need the rest. Because this drive line, the original drive line will be going out. because it has to be take place for the Subaru, because the Subaru engine will be in here and in the driveline. Normally, original, the Volkswagen engine lays in this direction, and the Subaru, maybe you know, is laying in this direction. And with the transmission, 4-wheel drive, 2 axles there and 2 axles there. This wheelbase and the width of this car is much smaller than the Subaru. We have to modify everything to fit the Subaru in here. To do that, I have to cut the car in half. Not in half, but on this side, remove everything from this side. I will use the original fenders and I will use the original front end because this car comes with 4 headlights and I love that. And the rest will be gone. And then I think the interior, the floors and the original chassis we have to cut out and to make a nice tube chassis for this car. And then we have to make it so that it is this wheelbase and the width will be wider, because I love to make some white body kit on it from steel, handmade for this car, and then lower the car to sit to the ground, no airbags, because there will be like a show car, but I have to take this car also to the track. To have track days, I love to do that with the bikes, and then maybe do it sometimes with this car. For the next episode, we have to build like a frame and a jig to make the frame. I see on YouTube a lot of people building frames with no jig. And you have to remember, for me this is the first time I ever do something like this. And I want to build a car that if you let the steer go, then the car goes straight on and not turn left or turn right. So that's why for me the jig is important, and then I can measure everything from the table. I have to buy this week the iron to make the jig, but in the next episode we will start making the jig, and then after that we put the front axle, the subframe and the front axle fixed to the height and to the, I don't know where they have to come on the jig, and from there we have to measure it from there to the back, and later put the real subframe and axle in it, and then put the shell on top of it. That is for the next episode. This is the car, this is the project. I will show you from the other side of the car, because when I saw this car, it was to sell on Marketplace, something like Marketplace in Holland. I was in love with this car from the front end and from the back. It is a coupe and I love that line. I will show you now. I take the camera and go to the back. Okay, this is the car from the back. Like I told you, I love these lines. I love the coupe. I love that this car has 2 doors and a trunk. Yeah, you have to see this car because it's now high off the ground, because there's no weight on it, of course. But this car will be lower to the ground, make it wider, with nice wheels. I love to put on the back like maybe a little spoiler, maybe a little diffuser on the back, make it wider, of course. And I love on the back, in the old days, in the 70s and the 80s and in the 90s, you saw the louver put on the back window to cover the sun, to get the sun in the car, because there are big windows and in that time you don't have AC. But it's so difficult to find a louver, the original louvers for these cars. I'm looking everywhere on eBay and Marketplace, everywhere, but I can't find them. But maybe in the time I'm building this, I can find one louver for this car. And on the right, I'll turn the camera, you see the engine. That is a Subaru with the AG205. I have everything of it. I have the intake, I have the turbo, everything I have of the car. I have laying upstairs because this is more handleable, less weight to put later on the car to fit everything. It's a 2 liter, it's a turbo engine, and later on when it is the build is finished, we will rebuild this engine to take more horsepower. I hope about around 350-400 horsepower. That will be nice. But yeah, there will be a challenge to put that engine in that car. And on the left side, told you earlier, I have my Honda. This is CX500 from I think 68 or 86. This I did nothing about it. Yeah, the only thing I did is take the subframe off. That's everything I did. And when the Kawasaki over there is finished, I will put that thing up there and make a nice cafe racer of this, because you can build something nice about that. But this is the car, the project. You will see the next episodes, because I think I will work from this I think in a year. I hope about a year that they will be finished and you can drive it on the streets. Okay, thank you for watching my very first episode from 46 Design Shop on YouTube. I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe. And for the next time, I will be around a week. I will be back with building the jig for this car, and then we can really start working. I'm so excited to start this project and to make something nice of it. Yes, thank you for watching and see you the next time. Ciao.